So today, when I drove the car and I brought it back home, I got this warning light on my dash related to the brakes. And I think I had replaced my brakes maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, but it doesn't seem like, it shouldn't be giving me trouble with the brake pads. I replaced the rotors, both front and rear, and the brakes. So that's strange that I'm getting this brake problem again. But I'm gonna use my scanner over here to see if I can tell what exactly is the brake problem, because it could be a problem with the SBC system as well. So I'm just gonna take a look. Let's see if I get the warning again, the brakes, related to the brakes. So far no warning. Maybe I have to start the engine. So I'm just gonna actually have to maybe have to just start the, not the engine, but just so far no problem with the brakes, no warning. But I'm gonna start the engine. Washer fluid, that's not a problem, I know, I'm aware of that. So I'm gonna replace the washer fluid. I'm not getting any warning like I got before related to the brakes, but it had given me a warning. It said something like brakes visit workshop. But either way, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scan the system. Maybe if I drive the car, it might tell me what the problem is. So I'm just gonna drive it out and see if the warning shows up on the dash. Or the other thing I could do is I could cycle through these warnings. I think I'm gonna cycle through them using these buttons. So I don't see any of these. What about these buttons? These menu buttons? Audio off. Oh yeah, two malfunctions. Let's see what they are. Turn signal and washer fluid check level. Okay. What about this one here? Audio off, phone off. Yeah, this just cycles through different things in the menu. And let's see. Settings. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna try driving the car out into the driveway. Maybe that activates the brake warning. Or I don't know if it's just a incorrect brake warning. Still no warning showing up. Yeah, still no warning. Okay, but either way, I'm gonna connect this system and see if I can put it back in park. The engine is still running, and I'm gonna put the brake up because the car is on a slope. And I'm going to connect my scanner and see if my scanner shows me anything related to the brakes. Not sure what that was. Let me try again. Okay, that's my scanner, and let's try to see if there are any OBD2 codes. It's linking to vehicle. I don't think brakes normally give us OBD2 codes. There are 2 codes found, but I'm sure that these are related to the air intake issue. So I can read these codes, but I don't think they're related to brakes. Let's read the codes. Talking to vehicle. Yeah, system to lean. That's P0171 and P0174. System to lean for bank 2. I'm already aware of these 2 codes, so we can go back. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the diagnostics, which is basically going to read the braking system and to see if the diagnostics are able to find anything about the braking system. VIN identity, so I can have the vehicle read my VIN. I can have the scanner read my VIN automatically. There we go, it's read the VIN, and then I just say read. Actually, I already read it, but I have to go ahead with the next step, which is okay. And then I have to tell it more about my vehicle. So it's a 2004, so choose up to 5 of 2005, and then it reads, it tells me what model number and everything based on the VIN, the chassis. So I click OK, and then I do an auto scan. This is so that I can it tells me to switch my ignition to on, which I have done. I press F1, scanning all. Let's see, the braking system is what I have to diagnose. So it's going through all the systems, telling me which systems I installed. There you go, sensortronic brake. It gives me ESP not available, diagnostics test, something I'm not sure what that means, but sensortronic brake control. I can diagnose the sensortronic brake control. To make sure that the error message I was getting was not related to the sensortronic brake system. I wonder if it can tell me if the brake wear sensor is what is the problem. The battery, I just replaced the auxiliary battery, so that should be good. It's going through all the systems, and then I have to choose the one that I want to scan, which I think in this case the only thing you can scan is the Sensotronic brake system. Okay, so it's finished scanning through the 28 systems. There's actually two tests I want to do. One is the Sensotronic brake control system, and also I've never tried the suspension, so that might be worth looking at, because I had replaced my air struts several years ago, maybe 3 years ago, so it might be useful to know how they're doing. What else? These are all the different control panels. System diagnosis, instrument cluster, active service system. Audio gateway. These are the door control. Okay, so let's try Sensotronic brake control to scan that. Oh, now it's telling me brake malfunction, ESP malfunction, visit workshop. So maybe that issue was related to the braking system. It says brake malfunction, stop vehicle. This is probably the same SBC thing that runs out of time or something like that. And I think Mercedes issued something where they can there's a service request or something where they can fix it for you. I think they reset the braking system, SBC. It's like a timeout or some kind after a certain number of miles or years. Okay, so let's try reading the fault code here, because I will be curious to see what this is. Historic, so under voltage supply, interesting. And then the other one is check component S9, stop lamp switch. Stop lamp switch. Oh, stop lamp switch. So I wonder if this is related to when you press the brakes, it's supposed to show you the lights behind. Okay, stop lamp switch. Under voltage supply. So this could be related to the stop lamp switch also. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, what else? Let's see what else is available. So let's go. Okay, the code for this is C215C for stop lamp switch, but this is historic, so it's happened before. C249E. These are 4 errors. C249E is one. C215C is the second one, which was stop lamp switch, and then C24F7, and the last one is C217D. So these are the different error codes. Okay, so if we go back, module information just tells us the version number and all that of this module. It's a Bosch, and tells us the software status, the hardware status. Yeah, which that's fine, but we go back and then let's see what view data is. This is all in German, I think. Supply voltage for solenoid valve, which seems 13 volts, which seems like it's okay. Anything above 12 volts probably is okay. But supply voltage for high pressure and return pump, I'm not sure what that is. So let's go back. I'm not sure what the second one is. Looks like some other language or German. Wheel speed sensor. Okay, this is probably just this wheel speed sensor. Okay, pedal position sensor, front axle pressure sensor. There are all kinds of sensors, but I don't know if they're related to the brakes. Accumulator pressure sensor. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. And then what this last one is, I'm not sure. Oh, brake light switch, normally open contact. I'm not sure what AUS is. S9-1 brake light switch, normally open contact, AUS. Okay, so brake light, I wonder if it's a brake light issue or system exited. Okay, so sensortronic brake control, it seems, has a fault. So this could be related to that issue with the known issue with Mercedes. There is a SBC issue. Okay, the other thing I could do is to check if my brake light is working. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see the brake light. It's at the back of the car, so it's hard to both press. I think that's the brake light, but I'd have to press the brakes to see if the brake light is working. It's kind of hard to do because, let's see, if I move, it's hard to see the brake lights. I'm going to point the camera in that direction, but it's going to be hard to see. Okay, so I'm not able to see if the brake lights are working. If I had a mirror, maybe I could have. Okay, but anyway, I know for sure that the SBC, sensortronic brake control system, there was probably some kind of a recall on this. So I'll call Mercedes up tomorrow and see if they replace this for me or reset it for me.